Liverpool, Man City, red card controversy going on. Manchester United on a four-game winning streak. Wrexham United possibly going into the Premier League next season. This and more, and this episode of the Play On podcast with Jesse and Jerry. We have so much to go over, not really too much, in my opinion. Um, but yeah, we'll just get started with the Liverpool Man City game. It was a boring first half. Second half was entertaining and we have a lot to talk about that. Jesse. The biggest talking point is the Szoboszlai red card on Haaland. What do you think the ref should have done, or do you agree with the call?
Uh, I disagree with the general rule set because I think that's what the referees had to follow. Because I think any normal person would have just allowed the goal to stand and then just forget about the foul
Hmm.
because it's a they basically do the same thing and the game, really no chance left.
Yeah.
And with the allowing the goal to stand, you don't have to give a red card to Szoboszlai and then we're gonna have to miss him for 3 matches after that because that's exactly what it is. It's a straight red, so he gets a three game match ban and losing his what he brings to football is very sad for the game, especially because it's like a dying breed. Because currently Arteta and Arsenal have infected the world into giving us these boring games and making it hard to watch. And his free kick was just one of the things we love about football. It's just so unbelievable that you have to watch it again and again, be like try to recreate it yourself.
Yeah, it's gonna be sadly missed. Szoboszlai is probably one of the best players in the Premier League at the moment. But I disagree. I think you have to give the red card in that moment, only because Liverpool was trying to say that Haaland pulled his shirt first as well, and that the goal shouldn't have counted. So if the ref, this is my thinking, what he was thinking is that if I'm gonna call that, then I have to review the play and look what happened before that, and clearly Szoboszlai pulled him first. So hence, I have to call it because of that. If Szoboszlai
Well,
never pulled it and Haaland did follow him, then they'll call the foul. But that wasn't the case.
that was the reason that the ref was explaining to Pep.
Hmm.
That's what they were saying, that it's like, well, if we could say with the Szoboszlai foul, because it was clearly just a clear foul of him pulling him, if we let the play on go with the advantage,
Hmm.
then Haaland fouls him, which negates a goal, and basically the two
Yeah,
fouls can get each other and nothing happens.
yeah, you got to go back to the first one first, right? Where he let advantage go on,
Yeah.
but then the advantage got taken away because he caused a foul. So yeah, that's my explanation. That's how I interpret it. And again, I think you got it right because they're all if the goal goes on, Liverpool fans are just going to be talking about it on Twitter, saying how it should have been a foul, the goal should have never counted. So I think in this instance, the refs did a good job.
They did a good correct job by the rules, but a wrong job by football.
Who knows? Again, you can't save it. I know Arnie Stott was pretty upset about it. He was bringing up another instance, like I think Liverpool had something like that too happen to them against Sunderland, I think, because he kept saying Sunderland, I think. He kept saying like, yeah, we would have wanted the red card in the Sunderland match or whatever. And I'm like, again, it's all in the context, and I think again, ref got it right in my opinion. Nothing much you could do, but that second half was insane. And I think with that, no, yeah, because the ref called it right after, right? Was it Cherky took the free kick, right? It was a goal kick then after he missed, and then he ended the game, right? Or was there another chance? Because I think that's how it ended. Yeah, it did end like that.
Yeah. I was trying to remember. I'm like, no, I don't think so.
Yeah, it ended like that. The ref called it. So if anything, the ref should have just called it a game there. But again, he has to
Yeah.
go by the book or whatever. But a lot to talk about. But thankfully, Man City won, and they're still in the race for the Premier League. Still 6 points behind Arsenal. Arsenal won their match against Sunderland, so there's still a chance, Jesse. That's why I wanted Man City to win so badly. Liverpool played a decent game, but not now, dude. I don't think they have a chance for the Premier League.
Yeah, no, I just think they still have so many problems, especially with having to play one of their best players this year, if not their best. And Szoboszlai having to, because he was forced to play at right back.
Yeah.
And
So.
And now they're gonna have to, with him missing 3 games, they still have no right back. So I think they're either gonna have to go with a Joe Gomez if he's not injured, or a Curtis
I
Jones
have
playing
his.
right back.
I'll tell you right now who he's playing at right back, and it's Florian Wirtz. Think about it. You have Salah on the right wing and Wirtz in the right back spot. You get both of them in their preferred spot, but yeah, who knows who he plays? Because yeah, clearly Soboslai, we were making fun of it, so it's not out there, Jesse, for him to play right back.
But we do also. I want to call out something. Foden what did not play.
Yeah, he didn't. He's like not even the first choice off the bench anymore.
Yeah, Turkey has basically taken over that top creative spot. They English fans and English media have made out Foden to be this wonder kid that's going to save English football and Man City, and he has failed at both. The promise he showed from 2 years ago in that season, trouble winning season, has long disappeared. There's no consistency to his game, and he's lost his spot to Cherki. He was named the successor to Kevin De Bruyne, and he hasn't lived up to it.
Yeah, he hasn't, and even players like Marmoush, who we thought was again ostracized by the club, but looking for a new club in January transfer window, he has a spot because he's been scoring goals. So can is there any way for Phil Foden to even break through the starting 11 at this point? It's gonna be difficult.
Yeah, because it's hard to find a spot where he fits because his preferred number 10 role is taken up by Cherki, and even this game it was Bernardo Silva in that role.
Hmm.
And then the right wing they have Semenyo now who has hit the ground running.
Yeah.
So I don't see him taking that spot. And either those spots are still Cherki there or Savinho, who sometimes gets more game time than him.
Yeah, it's interesting to see what will happen to him in the summer. I know he has to be leaving at this point, right? There's no way unless he's conformed, he likes his salary, he likes where he's at, doesn't want to
I
leave.
I think
But
so.
do you know who's looking for him, if anything, in the summer? Chelsea. They're always in need of a winger, Jesse. Always in need of one.
No, Jerry, he doesn't play left wing. That's where they won't be interested in. Because
But
I know
you,
they're interested in Morgan Rogers from Aston Villa, who does play there as
oh my God,
well.
Jesus Christ. I'm just so tired of talking about these figures and I keep bringing it up. But yeah, it brings up a good question. And then another center back who we thought was ostracized and kind of like left out of the club, Kuzanov, he started this game, Jesse, and he played a pretty good match.
Yeah, he's been starting for them. Unfortunately, he did get injured. He got like knocked out during the clash. I think Donnarumma's knee actually was the one that caused it. But yeah, he's been starting for them recently because I know Ruben Diaz has been out with an injury, and
Hmm.
he's been sort of trusted back into or shrouded back into that thrusted back into that role. But he has, like we've said, he's a young player. He came in very young in January, so he didn't have a lot of time to accumulate himself with the squad and like the new environment. And now that he's sort of settled in a little bit more, he's starting to show the promise that he had.
Yeah. Him and Gay. I don't know how to pronounce
Guahi?
the nation of it. Gehi, some people call it gay. But even him, he's fantastic. I think even Haaland was giving him credit at the end of the game because they were pointing the camera at Haaland, and he kept saying like, "No, point the camera at him," and it's Gehi. And yeah, Gehi has been a fantastic signing, and he was actually getting booed by the Liverpool fans.
Well, it's funny because Liverpool missed out on signing him last in the summer transfer window. They were initially going to pay like 45 million, and then the club, because they waited so last minute to try to sign a center back, and they waited until the last day, and then Crystal Palace pulled out. And now Man City bought him for like 20, 25,
An
which is
even better
funny.
deal.
Yeah, because it's funny because Guehi even said, "I don't know why they're bullying me. It's not like I did anything wrong."
Yeah, they
Uh,
should be blaming the club and looking at themselves, you know? Because yeah,
Yeah,
he's been a fantastic signing, dude. Like, how old is he? He's still relatively young, right? He's
I
what,
think he's
26?
25, 24, I
So
think.
he's looking fantastic at the moment. So they came out with a bargain. Again, Man City's known to overpay some for players, but more recently they haven't been, like Cherki being one of them. I was telling my dad about Cherki and how no one wanted him, and Man City got him for practically free. 30 million, it's still a lot, but the quality of player. And then Gehi for 25, that's just great business. And again, a club that notoriously spends a lot of money is doing great business. So
Well, it's funny because he came out of the Chelsea academy and he was sold by Chelsea he was deemed surplus. And it's funny because they need center backs, and yet the one of the best center backs in the Premier League, they got rid of, and now they need him.
So yeah, if any club is out there looking for players, check out that Chelsea team. Players, young players looking for game time. Go look, knocking at the door and asking for how much they want for them before they send it out to their like corrupt Blue Corp triangle. But yeah, and um, as far as that game goes, the other side of Manchester United's on a four-game winning streak, Jesse. The United
Yeah,
strand is about to get that haircut.
yeah, dude. Michael Carrick has brought back life into Man U. There, he has them speaking crazy now. I was just telling Jerry before this that Man U fans have been saying Bruno Fernandes is better than Pedri, that Bruno Fernandes is the best player in the world. Yeah, it's you can never give them a good thing because they just run wild with it.
I was gonna say I'm starting to praise Man United, but now hearing that it's like, oh, I remember you guys now. I remember why there was so much beef between me and Manchester United. But yeah, at the moment we can't really say anything because again, they beat top two teams in the Premier League. Then they beat
Spurs 2-0.
Spurs,
But also
inconsistent team.
because yeah, but also Cuti Romero got a red card at the 29th minute. So
But that was deserved though. That was a really bad challenge.
no, yeah, but I mean like it they still won 2-0 with the like 70 minutes of or like where is it 60 minutes of being in an advantage position
Yeah.
against a Spurs team that's like you said inconsistent and most of the time very bad.
Yeah, definitely. But nonetheless, they're getting the job done. What I have been noticing is that there's a lot more intensity. Once they do recover the ball, there's clear direction of where they want to go. Kobe Mainu is being a huge revolution to that team. And I'm kind of mad because Barca was linked to him, Jesse, for a summer move, but now it doesn't look like it's gonna happen to any club in Europe that was looking at him. But yeah, what are
Well,
some of the things you like? Because even Mateus Cunha is going off, and Bamboo is going off.
well, those two were already solid performance throughout the year. They just were having trouble with conversion because they were creating chances, and we both said those are good signings for them. And but Kobe Mino is being reported that he's going to sign a new contract because part of the problem of his contract was running out. He's quadrupling his wages, so
Jesus.
mm, that's insane.
That
I'm
Premier League
not.
money. That
Yeah,
Premier
dude,
League money.
I'm not as high as everyone else on Kobe Manu. I think he's a solid player. I think he gets a little bit overhyped because Manu with their homegrown players. I don't see too much from him. I think he's a solid player. I feel like there's other elements that are doing better, and he's just getting the shine from them. Casemiro has been playing lights out in that six role for them, and but I think it's mostly we always knew their forward line had talent. They've spent money enough to for them to have talent because Ahmad and the right wing, we've been saying he's been a good player for them for like I don't know how long now, like a year and a half. And Wem was really good offensively. Last year he scored like 20 something Premier League goals. And Cunha, we said he was carrying that Wolves offense for years now. Just because look at the spot after he left. Wolves is literally like the worst team in,
How many
in
points do
English.
they have at the moment?
I
They
think they
can't.
have like 9.
Jesus. But yeah, it looks like they struck gold. They have a manager, and it's a lot of thinking that they're gonna have to do over the
They
summer.
have they have 8, my bad.
Oh,
Eh,
yeah, take out one. But yeah, they have a lot of thinking to do over the summer. Like not even the summer, but like at the moment, do you keep Michael Carrick for as a full-time coach, Or is this just a honeymoon period that it's just lasting about four games in a row at the moment? But at the moment, it's hard to say. Jesse, would you keep him at this point?
eh, Everything points towards yes, depending on how he closes out the year. Because I think there's what 11 more games, or how many
Mhm.
in the Premier League? 36 or 38?
There's 36, I believe. I believe. But at the moment, like he hasn't been a this is the most consistent we've seen Man U, like all season. So I if I'm if I'm the board again, and the Man U board has done crazier things, I would be lining up a contract for him. Don't tell him yet. Don't give it out to the press or anything, but just have it in case. Say he finishes top three, best position. I think you have to give it to him because he brought you back. Because what was it back? Was it back to back? Was it back to back Europa Leagues for Manchester United?
One.
Uh, this they're not even in. Yeah, they're not even in Europa League
They're not in
this
Europe.
year.
They're not in any European competition. Remember last year they finished like two spots above from relegation.
But were they in Europa League last year?
Yeah, remember they're in the final against Spurs.
And the year before that, again, Europa League as well, I think.
2 years before that, I don't think so. They might have been in Champions League. Because remember, that's when they no, that's Ten Hag.
Oh, I looked up. Last entry was 24, 20. No, that's Europa League.
That was Ten Hag.
I'm trying to see,
They,
but
I think they were in Champions League because they finished third in Ten Hag's first year.
yeah, 23, 24 was the last time in Champions League before the new format.
Yeah, so they were in Champions.
But again, bringing them back into the Champions League, it's just a huge, huge accomplishment at the moment for Manchester United, who could at one point was sniffing bottom half of the table. But you think they do it against a West Ham team that is currently in the relegation zone?
I mean, they should. Every signs point to they should. Because West Ham, uh, they don't seem like they're like a worse version of Spurs.
But the past 5 games, West Ham has won 3 out of the 5 games.
Yeah, but look at who they played.
It was Tottenham 2-1 at
Exactly.
Tottenham, Sunderland 3-1 at home, and then Burnley away, 2-0. So
Yeah.
I don't want to say it's a walk in the park, but I hope it is just so that Man United fan can cut his hair, United strand. That'll be cool. But I don't know. I think at the moment you have to give it to him just because of the whole revolution that Manchester United is going through.
But I also think it's also part of their defense that has been it's like an uptick in their defense that they're playing more aggressive, especially with the return of Lisandro Martinez into there, the solid reliability of Harry Maguire there. Like they're doing way better defensively than they have been before.
And Dalot is playing pretty well too. Who's playing? Luke Shaw is actually back in the lineup since what was it? Uh, Dorgu got injured. Yeah.
No, but Dorgu was playing more forward. He was playing more like left wing.
Mm, interesting. But yeah, Shaw had been solid. They had, like you said, the whole back line has been solid. And same thing, it helps when you have a good keeper is not giving up goals.
Yeah, Onana.
But yeah, we'll see
Eh,
what happens. My prediction is Manchester United wins 3-0. I have hope.
Give me West Ham just to make it funny.
But in other news, you have some news about the championship, dude. Your favorite team, Wrexham.
Yeah, I wanted to bring up Wrexham currently stands in the playoff spot in the championship, which is really surprising. They're currently in sixth, which is crazy to think because every analyst, every person talking about the situation that of Wrexham getting into championship, that they were barely can be fighting to survive and avoid getting relegated. And here they are, you know, competing to possibly make another promotion, which would make it what, four straight promotions?
Something like that.
Which is insane because it's such a big jump from where is it, League One to the championship because the financial might of the clubs in here is vastly different, and especially the squad strength. Because think about it, three clubs are coming down from the Premier League, so these players are all very good, and then everyone else is trying to fight to get up there as well. So there's the amount of money exchanging now is it's no longer hundred thousands or like that. It's millions of dollars slash pounds of what they're spending on players and wages. It's insane.
Yeah, and keep in mind, some teams in the championship have been in the championship also for years. Trying
Yeah.
to think of one at the moment, like maybe Stoke City, Watford, who's constantly up and down in the Premier League. Most recently too is what's that team's name? Coventry.
Yeah, if you look at it, there's so many former Premier League teams that are recent. West Brom was there like I think 10 years ago. Leicester City recently.
QPR is still there, since like the last time
Sh
they were in the Premier League. But
Sheffield United was literally just there. Swansea City, Southampton, Stoke City, Birmingham City, is the one that's came up with them, but they're also financially because of the new owners, they're like spending a lot of money and yet they're not having the same results as they are. Watford was up there. Like it's a very impressive thing that they're doing that is surprising. And especially if they do, because they're currently in playoffs, so they'll have to go into, I think they'd have to win like 2 games.
do you currently know? Because I don't know if you guys know. Welcome to Wrexham is a documentary that follows them since they were in the sixth league. Yeah,
Uh,
right. They were like in sixth or fifth division.
Fifth division, I want to say.
Do you know if they still have any of those players?
No, there was major turnover this past summer because I know there's problems with, I don't know if you remember Paul Mullen.
Hmm.
He
He was like
basically
the
got,
huge signing from like the third division or second division, right?
yeah, he was, I think, in the fourth division and like led them to promotion to the third division for the other team before they signed him. Then he took like a step down, but like for big money. But yeah, he's recently come out and spoken like, oh, I've basically been ISO'd out and he's basically getting a loan back to like League One. So like the third division.
Hmm.
But yeah, this past summer, like they've gotten rid of a lot of like those favorites, those stars that they created, and have basically replaced them with new players. But it's basically what they've had to do, and it's
Yeah.
sad and might cause some like anger, but it's like something you have to do. It's like different to survive.
Yeah, because when did that show come out in 2020, right?
2021,
That
something like
was it.
that.
Yeah, that was when they were in the National League.
And then remember the first year they didn't get promoted.
So yeah, they have a manager, Parkinson, since National League. So he's been winning and he's still the current manager and he's been winning pretty consistently. His highest average of points is 2.4 right now, this current season. Keep in mind the season's still going. He has a 1.5 average and his win percentage is 39%, so not too good. But again, they're making their way up. It's crazy to see because if I think best case scenario for them, they go to playoffs.
Yeah, and in playoffs anything can happen as we've seen beforehand.
Yeah. Because I'm looking at the
So
table right now, and Middlesbrough's 61 points are kind of unattainable for Wrexham. I don't know about the other teams, but and then Coventry's in second with 59. Wrexham's in sixth with 47.
yeah, I just think they're probably gonna if they do make it, it's probably gonna be in playoffs, and then from there, it's 2 games. So they play, I think, against like the third place team, and then
Hmm.
whoever wins that plays against whoever wins between fourth and fifth, and then uh whoever wins from that it gets promoted.
Because it's like the most famous championship thing I've ever seen was the Troy
The
Deeney
Troy
one.
Deeney, yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
it's basically that. That was in the playoffs.
So again, it'll be cool to see, and especially since they're documenting the whole thing. I'm gonna probably get back into that show because I haven't seen it in like a hot minute. I think I saw their first season and that's it. No, second season and that's it.
Yeah, that's when they get promoted first, and then they get promoted 2 more times, Jerry.
Gotta check it out.
Wait,
But
is it 2 more times? Yeah,
uh
promoted fourth, promoted third, promoted second. Yeah, 3 times. So 2 more times.
and switching leagues real quick. This wasn't in the agenda, but I wanted to talk about Simeone. They had an incredible Copa del Rey game against Real Betis, winning like 5-0, 6-0, something like that. Then they faced each other again in the league and they lost
Oh,
1-0.
yeah, I called it.
That is insane. Now, there was a famous shot because Atletico Madrid recently got a new sporting director. One of my personal favorites, Almeni. because he's just a guru when it comes to like signings. He got Lookman, he got Obed, I'm not saying his last name, and he
And
got
Mendoza,
Mendoza from Elche. Three incredible signings. And
and all
he's
good
sub,
deals.
yeah, all good deals too, especially for again the constraints they have in La Liga. This weekend, Simeone subbed out Lookman, and they pointed the camera at Albani, and he was just shaking his head in disagreement with Simeone, and it calls into question to see what's going to happen with Simeone over the summer, if he's actually going to stay or leave. Because in my opinion, if you're already having the butting of heads between the head coach and the sporting director, it's not a good sign.
Well, it's because Athletic Madrid has heavily invested into squad, and I think this is the second year where they've had like major
Yeah,
squad restructuring. Because I think whereas the past 2 years in the summer they've signed like 11 players. Because even last year they bought a lot of players, a lot of them didn't work out, so they sold them again, and then this summer again they brought in a lot of players. And yeah, they've been heavily investing in the squad, bringing in players that he's supposed to like he's wanted and likes. And it's not like the investment into Simeone himself isn't small. He's the highest paid player in the world, or highest
coach.
paid coach in the world. Like it's not Pep, it's not Hansi Flick, it's not like all of these other world-renowned coaches. It's Simeone. Like he's the highest paid coach, and he has to live up to that. Some people might say, "Oh, it's Athletic Madrid," but no, he's the highest paid coach and he's getting investment into his squad, so you would expect results.
Yeah, one thing is if it's they're not buying the players you like, um, who knows? But even I think Simeone even said something in the press saying like we're supposed to get players in the market that provide more than what we currently have, and we'll see if they do that. So he's like again taking shots at the sporting director. So I don't know what's gonna happen. In my opinion, I think Simeone it might be his last season. I know there was rumors on Twitter saying it was, but that wasn't ever confirmed. But we'll see. And I just hate it too because I think Barca's gonna try to get Julian Alvarez and Almeni, a great sporting director. He's bound to like hit up our academy players. So for like an exchange of players or something like that.
Well, he is a great negotiator because look at what he did with the he basically sold Raspadori for profit and then bought Lookman for half of what was being quoted of what was his price because he was being linked to like 70, 80 million and he paid what like 35.
Got rid of
So
Conor Gallagher for a profit too.
yeah, for a profit, which is insane of like
La Liga to do that because normally people go to La Liga to rate it,
yeah,
maybe Premier League to like get cheap players for great quality.
yeah. So you know he's gonna sell Julian Alvarez for as much as he can and he's gonna get everything that he can from like whoever is trying to buy him.
So that's why I'm like, "Ew," I'm terrified. But because right now transfer, no, again, this is dollars. FotMob has Julian Alvarez rated at $140 million in euros. I think it's more.
I
So
think it's like yeah, what's no, it'd be like 120 in euros.
so no, it's more. Oh yeah, you're not wrong. Never mind. Yeah, 120, 117.
Yeah.
So again, if I'm Barca, I am staying away from Julian Alvarez just because of that. Because you know he's gonna take probably Gili Fernandez or something like that. Try
Well,
to take
yeah,
away Balde.
it's not just the transfer price because remember also his wages will be insane.
Yeah. So I don't know what Barca does this summer. But yeah, it's just a cool insight on what Atletico Madrid is currently going through. Because again, butting of heads, we'll see who comes out on top. And at this point, I think there is unrest with fans saying that they want Simeone out and they want to change in things. Because yeah, again, Simeone is trying to be more attacking, but it just doesn't seem to be his style, you know?
And plus the players that he's had, it's not like none of them are talented. They're like really good deals that everyone has said, oh, these are really good players, really good deals. They should fit well into the team because some of them have also been bought just to fit Simeone's style,
Hmm.
but they just don't seem to work out. Even Julian Alvarez, he seems to be dipping, and some are saying that his relationship has soured with Simeone and the club. So like it's like saying like the players aren't gravitating towards him as much anymore.
Yeah,
Like there's been
he got benched this well, he got subbed out in like the 47th minute in a crucial game where it was close at the moment.
Yeah, it's changing. It's not like the old players where they like all loved him and are willing to die for the badge and run for like
Mm.
crazy for him. It, it's not the same players. They don't seem to get that connection with him.
Then it's also like that change because before they used to have again they used to have that chip in their shoulder being like we're just coming up as a club. We're facing the likes of Barcelona and Real Madrid and we're competing. And they've won those matches, but at the moment it's not that anymore, you know? I don't think Simeone could get that across to the players as he once did. Because
Yeah,
again, I think if he had like and as an example, like Xabi Alonso type of coach, at training those Atletico Madrid players, I think it'll be a different story. Because again, they all have quality. So I think Simeone again likes more players that are more defensive minded, where he's getting a bunch of players that are more offensive minded. So interesting scenario. But let's do an immaculate grid, Jesse, unless you have another topic to talk about, because I think I am all out.
we were going to talk about the Copa del Rey and Italian Cup quarterfinal,
All
recent
right.
matchups that we think are good. Before that, tomorrow there's Napoli versus Como in the Coppa Italia quarterfinal, which should be a great match. Napoli's stuttering and Como still, Como. You know where I'm going with this?
Dude, it's tough. Yeah, you're going Como, but I want to go Napoli because they've been getting results with a bunch of injuries still, but I think it's just too much. They're only going to be focused on one thing, and I have Como winning.
Yep. Wednesday. Oh, there's a DFK Pokal quarterfinal, Bayern Munich versus Leipzig. Some people might think that's a home run for Bayern, but they have really struggled in this competition, getting knocked out quite a lot recently, and not by like big clubs, usually smaller clubs. So
Mhm.
I wouldn't be surprised with an upset here.
I'll go with Bayern Munich at the moment. I think they're the best team in the world.
And then on Thursday, we have Brentford versus Arsenal. Brentford is at home. They are giant killers, and they can take away points from Arsenal.
Going back to Wednesday, we have the Copa del Rey. It's Athletic Club de Bilbao against Real Sociedad.
Oh, I just skipped it because I have Sociedad.
Oh, I have Athletic. Then who just say the Brentford
Brentford,
Arsenal?
Arsenal.
Give me Brentford. I know Brentford can take away points from the big guys at home.
Yep, yep. I knew you'd follow me. Uh, Athletic Madrid versus Barcelona that same day in Copa del Rey semifinal.
I know where you're going, and I got Barca.
Give me a
It's their competition.
so
Jesse has the money line on the world ending. That's
what George Hill say? I hope they both lose. Uh, give me Athletic Madrid win.
gonna keep let Simeone keep his job.
Yeah, let him ruin the club more.
We have FA Cup on Friday. Hull City versus Chelsea. Give me Hull City.
I'll get Chelsea.
Saturday, Real Madrid versus Real Sociedad. Oh my God. I'm gonna go Real Sociedad because Real Madrid has Champions League midweek. And I think Arbeloa is gonna rotate everyone but Mbappe.
Real Madrid, obviously.
Inter Milan versus Juventus.
I think this is gonna be a good match. I wouldn't be surprised with the draw.
Your boy Yildiz just re-signed a long-term deal with Juventus,
Yeah,
so I'm going
I know.
Juventus.
Yeah, that's why I'm sad. It's gonna take more for to get him.
It definitely is. More FA Cup. Man City, Salford, Aston Villa, Newcastle.
Aston Villa.
Give me Newcastle. Liverpool, Brighton.
Give me Brighton.
I'll go Liverpool. Too much suffering for Liverpool at the moment. I think they'll need a pick me up.
Sunday, Napoli, Roma.
Um, I got Roma.
Yeah, I'm going Roma.
Yeah, Napoli's too injured. It sucks at the moment.
Gasperini has a moving different.
Then we
And then
have, go ahead.
I was gonna say Monday, or was you have something for Sunday
I was just gonna be like hater watch Sunday. Arsenal versus what is it? Is it Hull City? No, Wigan Athletic. Give
in
me
the
Wigan
FA Cup?
Athletic.
FA Cup?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Give me Wigan.
Monday, Girona, Barcelona. Give me Barcelona. Girona doesn't have a goalkeeper at the moment because their second got injured.
Give me Girona because they're gonna fight through that because they got rid of the double agent.
Right. That's it for the matchups this week. We're back at it with the grid. Real Madrid Valencia, Jesse. The most unique player you could think of. I have one.
Ooh,
Shetty Sharp.
that's what I was gonna say.
How do you spell his name though? Shetty ER.
CHER.
There's like a case of
Irish.
I don't know.
Why? No, you're Cherry. RY.
Cherry. Was it 2013, 24? Not that one. It's not that one. It's not that one. It's
I
this one,
think
right?
so.
4%. I wonder what's one. Like if anyone has guessed. Anyone lower.
South American nationality.
Valencia. Hmm.
Vanega? Vanega? Remember
Can I?
him?
Yeah, the Argentina.
Yeah.
Banega. Ever Banega. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
6%. Valencia 10 league goals. Did Soldado?
Soldado.
Did he score 10 goals? Yeah, right.
So I
He was
think
like
so.
going up for like a golden, like a Spanish league.
Oh, he played for Barca.
Who played for Barca? David Villa?
No, 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 the other one.
Other one. Jordi Alba.
What's his name? What's his name?
What are you thinking of, Jesse? What nationality?
He's Spanish. He's a Spanish striker. You guys signed him?
Oh,
He
Paco
was,
Alcácer?
I think so. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Did he score 10 though?
yeah. Yeah, that's why you guys signed him.
Oh, yeah, he did.
See.
He was good. Remember, he had a really good season at Dortmund
Yeah, and then he
and then
just didn't
disappeared
work.
right after that. He should have just stayed. Uh, Napoli, 10 league goals. Easy one is Higuain.
Higuain, Cavani,
Cavani.
Lavezzi, Hamsik. Did he score?
He did score a lot of goals, but can is it 10 though? Um, what are you thinking? You want to play safe? You want to
Insigne.
risk it? Insigne had a oh Jose Callejon.
That's who I
Remember?
was gonna put for Napoli, Real Madrid.
Oh, okay, yeah, say that one. Say
It's either that or Real Albiol for Napoli, Real Madrid.
Lorenzo Insigne.
You want to run it?
Right. Okay.
Okay, okay.
Napoli, South American. You said who?
I didn't say anyone. We could go
I-
Cavani, Higuain,
Higuain,
Lavezzi,
Maradona. Let's go like let's see.
Juan Jesus.
One is the center back.
Yeah, Brazilian.
Pick a year. The first one.
I think is it? I
I don't
don't
know.
know.
I don't
I
know
don't
when
know.
he debuted,
I don't
dude.
know. I don't know.
I don't know where he debuted.
It looks. I feel like it's right. 15 years. Because I feel like he's been there for forever.
Okay. And then who's you said Jose Callejon, right?
Hace Callejon or Raúl Albiol.
Oh, okay. Man City, Real Madrid, Robinho is probably the top answer. Kovacic on top of that. Mm, what else? Is there any center backs that I'm thinking of? Goalkeepers? Laporta had links to Real Madrid, but never went to Real Madrid.
Mm.
Oh man, I can't think of anyone at the moment other than those two. Um, anyone, Jesse? I think you're supposed to be an expert on this one.
I'm trying to think there. I feel like there's one, but it's like I can't think of his name. I feel like there's one standout option.
All right, we could come back to that one. Man City, South American. take our pick from any of the Brazilians, honestly.
There's Agüero,
Any
Fernandi
obscure ones.
Fernando,
Fernandinho. Fernando too. But we gotta figure out which Fernando it is.
De Michelis.
Demichelis is a really good one. I think we go that one. Martin Demichelis. 4%. That's pretty good. Man City 10 plus league goals. There's Yaya Toure.
Yeah, Toure, Balotelli, Agüero.
Did Balotelli ever
Uh,
break 10? I think so.
Dzeko.
Eden Checo, 11. It's not bad. And then Man City, Real Madrid. Again, standouts, Robinho, Kovacic.
Trying to think of someone else. Like I feel like there's one that
Oh, but
like is
Raheem.
pretty. Yeah,
But did he ever start in the senior side?
I think so. I feel like there's another one I just can't think of. It's driving me crazy.
The Demichelis? No, Demichelis never played for Real Madrid.
Who is it?
Wait, Garay?
Ezequiel Garay?
Did
He
he
did
ever play
play.
for Real Madrid?
He did play for Madrid.
But not for
I think.
not for City, I don't think.
Did he play for City? That's what I
No,
was thinking. No.
he played for Valencia for a good minute. I know that. But Real Madrid, I don't think so. Because I know he was like even he was supposed to be a huge prospect too when he was younger. So that's why I'm thinking like, did he ever play for Real Madrid? I don't know. Couldn't say. Which one do you want to go from the three?
You want to go Kovacic? Because I feel like that'd be more
16 is not bad. We got 9 for 9.
12.
See, these are the most popular ones. Fernando Morientes.
Yeah.
That's an old one. But that was people's first choice. Who do we go again? Shadichev.
Who's the
Yeah.
12? Because I want to see who I was thinking of. Or if I might just tweak it.
Anelka.
Anelka, that's who I was thinking of.
Danilo, who's been on like every major team in the top five leagues.
Oh
Javi
yeah,
Garcia as
Danilo. I
well.
forgot about that. Steve McMahon and fuck yeah.
Adebayor.
Yeah.
Alzani?
Oh,
No.
we got decent. We got decent. We got decent. We got decent.
Can you show the least popular? I don't know. Holland.
They used to, didn't they? I
I thought they did.
feel like I remember they did.
Because I know there's a Pokemon too called Pokidoku. I played that one. And they do show like the most popular and the most unique. But that's been today's episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. Episode 100 is coming up. We're trying to think of something cool to do. But yeah, make sure to be on the lookout for that.
Yep.
Peace.
Peace.